You see, we have a short-term memory span. This is October of 2020. 45,000 people. Just imagine the 45,000 people took his financial advice. Back then, I was talking about index funds. I've always been talking about total stock market, great paying dividend stocks, or a S&P 500. Just imagine if you would have took my advice back then, what your portfolio would be at. But no, you took this guy's advice, and we're going to get into a video on how he just gives information. And then if you look years later, he switches up.
Some of you old schoolers, y'all know where that comes from. But anyway, so we're back to Neo now. I'm going to tell you between the two, which one I would invest in. Drum roll, please. Both. And here's why.
Oh, yeah. You see, but people have a short-term memory span. Why do you think his boy, Keenan Grace, deleted all his past videos? That wasn't YouTube, because Keenan Grace was pumping a lot of AMC. He was pumping GME. He was pumping Neo. You see, they only talk about the little ones they got right. You know, the Magnificent Seven. Oh, I was right about this. I was right about that. So was I. I own it all in an index. You don't got to worry about this shit. Talk to the people who bought this. That's what I want to talk to. The 45,000 people that will never come forward and they put their head in the sand. They bought this shit. I can guarantee you, because they took financial advice from a bass player.
You clicked on the video because you wanted to see what you think my predictions are going to be for 2022. Now, these are just my opinions. My opinions are people are going to move more from speculative investments to more value investing. Meaning, you had a lot of IPOs that were launched in 2020 and 2021. You had Rivian and, I don't know many of them because I don't follow them, but you had the Dwap Fund, Rivian, just a bunch of shitty IPOs that were launched because there was a lot of free money. And I think these people who were launching these IPO and SPACs knew they were free money. That's why they launched them. But as you know, there's no real free money coming out anymore, no stimulus. So I think we're going to see less of those. People are still going to invest in growth stocks, Apple, Microsoft, stuff like that. But I think they're going to invest in that because they generally have a great product. They're not speculative. They know that they're the leaders in technology and all this stuff and growth. They pay dividends. I think people are going to move more towards value investing where there's dividends being paid for holding a great company. With that, window siding roofing, that's important for you guys to understand. What I'm going to tell you, that in 2018, 19, 20, 21, so that's just 3 years ago, the winter of 2018, I was driving Uber. I was in sales, and there were good years in sales and bad years in sales. You guys know that are in sales. You never know. You could literally make half of
It's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2. This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added. Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
So it's part of the overall work.
But it's not new.
So we're going to take a look.
In 2018, this guy was driving for Uber. I've been a longshoreman for over 20 contract years now. Okay. In 2018, he got late. He told you himself that's why he's a good salesman, because he was in sales. He was driving for Uber. The rest of that story is his wife lost her job. So what does he do? He starts a YouTube finance channel. Now, let me show you where the victim mindset comes in. Whenever you call somebody out, especially, I got to come out and say this, a lot of black folks, when you catch them in a lie, did you see how Jerome Powell called out Donald Trump? Did they say we all need to stick together? How come you not sticking together? Because we share the same skin color. No, he called them out because when somebody's telling you some bullshit, you got to verify it and then trust them. He called them out, right? I called him out with this mega backdoor Roth IRA shit. And the first thing he does is go to skin color. Listen to him.
That's what I'm going to leave it on today, but let's see what you guys are talking about. Hey, Larry, what's going on? I keep making videos about you. You know, I'm going to just tell you this. I don't know. I don't know. I believe somebody keep telling me that somebody keeps making videos about me, and he said...
No. Ain't nobody tell you that. I mentioned you in the video because I put at Stock Up with Larry Jones. When you do that, you get a mention and it pops up under your comment tab. I do it so you get it, Keenan Grace gets it, Chris Sane, Aristotle Investments, Wall Street Trapper, Kelly OG. Yeah, all you people that popped up in 2020 and gave the black community false expectations on getting rich because not one of you talk about getting a career, not one of you talk about buying real estate, not one of you talk about paying down debt. Oh, because you actually have to do that shit. What you guys want to do is sell to the community that you don't have to have any career, no financial literacy. You could just jump into the stock market and make quick money. You use the word plays. I use investments. You don't show any proof of anything. No buy orders, no sell orders, no bank statements, nothing. All you do is show screenshots of how you bought at the bottom, sold at the top. Here's the history of Larry Jones. When markets are going up, buy. I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm buying this, I'm buying that. When markets go down, he timed it, got out, and he's holding cash. Pray for me, good people. I bumped my knee on the nightstand in the middle of the night, and I might need surgery because my knee is swelling. But my allergies have been bothering me, man. Pray for me, good people. I got a migraine. You always want sympathy when you get people crushed. But then when markets are bull market, you're just throwing stock tickers out on how much money you made. But you never showed proof of this backdoor Roth IRA. Where's the proof? How did you do it? You were driving for Uber. You were in sales. Does Uber have a 401k program? Were you an independent contractor? When did you switch the money out of a 401k into a tax-free backdoor Roth IRA? I would love to know how you did this. But you're going to change the subject and play victim and say, I'm attacking you because you're an influencer and we share the same color. I go after people that are full of shit. That's who I go after. Chris Norland did it and you called him a bony-faced freak and you called him a racist.
That he looks like me and he only makes videos about people that looks like me. So
instead of having those award ceremonies where you give each other awards, you know how like Wall Street Trapper gets an award, you got an award, EYL, Myron Gold, or whatever. Can you make a video and show your subscribers' portfolios? Can we see their Roth IRAs? I would love to know the net worth of your subscribers. I would love to know. All you black financial influencers popped up in 2020. How is the black community any better? I know a lot of Gucci was bought with stimulus money. A lot of people have horrible car debt, but where is all the wealth? That's what I'm asking. Why don't you ever show real estate? Why? Because you actually have to own real estate. You actually need good credit. You need a career, and you need to have a stable career to buy real estate. Why don't you guys like ever show anything tangible? Show gold and silver bars, okay? Show your careers. Like show real careers. Like why is there always other people making like they're leveling up in their careers, but you guys never talk about it. All the riches are always done in stock market and crypto. That's the only path to wealth. Where's the real estate? Why are you not walking through real estate? I walk through my condo all the time telling people what they need. Why don't you guys ever do this? You're filming in your basement of your home. Why don't you tell people that if you create a business in your home, you can write that off as a business expense? Why do you think dentists work out of their home? There'll be a dentist office on one side and their home is on the other side, because now you can use that as a business expense. Why do you think Jews buy these big compounds and make them churches? Because now a lot of the stuff they do is tax-free. Talk about that stuff. Oh, you don't know about that.
What do you guys heard the term crabs in the barrel. Listen, no one ever shoots down. They always shoot up, okay?
Larry Jones, you fly Southwest, bro. I fly United Business Polaris first class. Okay, I'm away in Greece right now. You're at your home in your studio. Why are you, if you make so much money in the market, why are you not on a beach retired somewhere or on a yacht making these videos? Why are you either in your car, you're in your studio, or you're traveling in the States? I never see you leave the damn country. Like, you never leave the country. You're never international. Do you have these stamps in your passport? Okay. Or you go visit Stocks with Josh in Hawaii. That's one of the 50 states. I have a question. Why are you not retired? You're making life-changing money for the past 5 years. That means you'll be worth $100 million. If you're making so damn much money, why do you need to have money moves? You're not answering the question. How did you do the mega backdoor Roth IRA? Oh, because it's for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm trying to learn. Teach me how you did it.
About people that looks like me. So what do you guys heard the term crabs in the barrel. Listen, no one ever shoots down. They always shoot up, okay? And I'm telling you, whatever you do in your jobs or whatever you're doing, singing, writing a book, in your churches and your jobs, you get a promotion, somebody's going to aim at you and shoot. That's just what it is. He's doing the devil's work. Let him do it. You have a...
I'm doing the devil's work? I mean, you're a gospel man, right? You're a pastor, right? Actually, you're not a pastor. You were a bass guitarist in a gospel band and an Uber driver and a salesman. I'm doing the devil's work. You should know the 10 Commandments. Isn't one of the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not bear false witness? Meaning you shouldn't be lying, right? So if I'm lying, tell me where I'm lying. Point out where I'm lying, Larry Jones. What did I say that was false? How did you do this mega backdoor Roth IRA? How did you do it? I'm trying to know. How did you do this? How did you move all this money from a 401k to a Roth IRA twice? Because you said you did it for your daughter, then you did it for another family member, or was it the same person? How did you put your 401k money from working into a Roth IRA for your daughter? Like, yo, I'm so damn confused. Because the only time you can do that is if you're leaving a job, you got fired from a job, or your business shuts down. Then I believe that you can roll it into a Roth IRA. But how did you do it? Where did it come from? Uber, sales? You miraculously did it during a bull market.
Never, ever heard me come on this platform and down another YouTuber. Never. And it never will happen. Okay? All right.
Because your channel is about making money. It's about making money from your subscribers. Now, here's the thing, Larry Jones. You managed to take 401k money, roll it into a Roth IRA, and miraculously time the run-up of QUBT, Oklo, and all these companies that have no profits. QUBT has yet to make a quantum computer. But something inside of you, what was it, God told you to roll it into penny stocks at the time of a bull market? How? When the market's going up, you buy penny stocks and you buy warrants. When the markets crash, you're in cash. Okay? I caught you with the QUBT, and then you said you sold QUBT, and then you said you had some QUBT. So which one is it? Why don't you ever show a bank statement? Ever. And whenever you talk about what you did show, it's always in money moves. I showed it in money moves. You got so much money in the market, but you fly Southwest. It comes to a point where you can't take this money with you. So you got to start enjoying it. You fly Southwest. You're at the normal gate a lot of times with a lot of normal people in the background. I'm in the United Polaris Club eating steak and eggs for breakfast. But you're down there, you make all this money in the market, but you can't afford to fly business or something like that. I'm not understanding it. I'm not. You make all this money, but you're still on a budget. Yeah, I get it. But it gets to a point where you get to a point of having so much money, you start to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So stop being a victim and explain how you did this. The only thing you did was do what every other black person who gets caught doing some bullshit, you play the victim card. That's what you did. Now I only make videos about people like you. You want to know why I call out the black community? Because a lot of the black folks, if you would just go get a really good career and try to advance in your job and live below your means, that is how financial freedom and wealth is created. Not working at Hardee's, ringing register. I got to come out and say it. Not working at Five Below, not stocking shelves at a grocery store. You got to make big boy money, adult money. Okay. You got to make adult money. People like him want you to think that you can create generational wealth by just playing in the market. Show me your subscribers well. When all you influencers get together at these EYL events, all you guys got millions of subscribers. Can we see their portfolios? Show us some proof. Verify with proof and then trust a person.